Welcome to Important Entertainment with myself, Marc, and
Layla.
Alright, so guys, today I was reading on ESPN their pound for pound listings of MMA fighters. Now,
Well, mostly UFC.
yeah, I say MMA because the article that actually starts off about what does Pantoja have to do to be number one. So that's basically it. So the pound for pound rankings: Islam Makhachev number one. I just don't understand why he would be number one. I mean, the definition of pound for pound.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Do you know? No. Okay, I brought it up. There's the definition of pound for pound, okay? So, the pound for pound explained the phrase, when applied to fighters, refers to a hypothetical comparison of athletes from different weight classes to determine who is the most skilled or accomplished relative to their weight. In essence, it aims to identify the best overall fighter, irrespective of size or weight category. So, with that being said, I mean,
Why is it any different than Fighter of the Year? You know what I mean?
it's very different. So, the way I think of it is like I think of what if Islam and Jon Jones were the same size? What if they were both fighting at 205? That was their weight class.
But it doesn't really matter, like, because I just said
Pound
regardless
for
of
pound. What?
weight class, but in comparison, it's just like
In comparison.
That's my Croatian sticking out native. I'm not a native English speaker.
So, what do you think? Islam number one, right? Let's read out. Islam number one. Alex Poitin, number two. Jon Jones, number three.
I know you're really like not agreeing with that.
Not at all, no.
But see, like when you look,
Ilia Topuria, number four. I'll read them out. Pantoja. I mean, why is he away down at number five?
because he has 5 losses, maybe. Like if that matters, you know, like the
And
top
why
guys
is
have-
Tom Aspinall even on the list? I don't get that. Francis Ngannou, who has fought one MMA fight in the last 4 years. Why is he even in the list? Marab
Bella number 9.
and Bilal, remember the name, Muhammad, number 9, and number 10, DDP. I think that's a very...
Right, go down.
Sorry.
So like how our panel voted, just like
Yeah. So it's like how the panel
Ilya
voted.
number 1, Islam number 2, Pereira number 3, 4, Tom Aspinall 5, Jon Jones.
Fire
Magic Jones.
whoever that is. That's Brett Okamoto. You should be fired, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like, what gets you certain spot, but, like,
Listen,
Ian Parker, number 1, Jones, number 2, Pereira, number 3, Makhachev, that'd be, like, number 4, Topuria, kind of agree, and then the rest is also quite not, like, how recent have you had to fight to be on the list? You know, like...
as long as you're still an active fighter,
I just don't
then
understand
you're
why
pound for
there's
pound.
no Dustin there. Why there's no Holloway.
Because for one, he's not a champ. So
Oh,
I
so
get,
you've got to be a
yeah.
champ.
Well,
to
I
be
guess
there.
that's what they're basing it on. I wouldn't base pound for
That's
pound
right.
fighter on being the champ, but I guess that's how it's based here.
That's right there. But
I just think
and
ESPN
Francis
have done
Ngannou
a
is
really.
there, but he's not a champ.
He is. He's the whatever PFL or Bellator.
Oh, right, so it's different organisation.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But why there is no more like than champs from other associations? So like Mirab, Bilal, like they've just gotten their title, and
I
it's
know.
not like
That's
you know.
what I'm
So
saying.
when you look at there, okay, Islam, he's got record 26-1. It's impressive. 26 wins, 1 loss. But then if you look at Jon Jones' record, it's 28-1. 1 no contest. That was that not like taken back.
Well, that was the 12-6 elbow that he used on Matt Hamill, and Matt Hamill was unconscious before he even used the 12-6 elbow.
Right, so. Anyway, did they not take it out of his record?
No, he's trying to get it taken out.
But like they've now made the 6-9
12-6
12-6 right, you can tell I'm worth 6-9 or 9-6 or whatever. So like, yeah, did they not make that now not illegal?
Now legal, yes.
So he's got more fights than Islam, more wins than Islam, so should he not be higher than Islam?
Jon Jones has been fighting for 3 generations.
I know.
Fought at light heavyweight since Rampage Jackson was fighting, since Lyoto Machida, I hope I'm saying that wrong, I know. Since Shogun was fighting. These are fighters you probably don't even remember because you weren't watching it back then.
No.
I was. So Jon Jones has been a part of the UFC for as long as I can remember, and he's never been beaten, You can argue and say, oh, but that fight with Gustafsson, he lost that. It was close at the end. Gustafsson was, and he was struggling. So I just don't know how on earth, and I know Dana, if you ever watch this.
It's all up for Jon Jones.
Dana would say right away, Jon Jones, pound for pound, the best in the world. And I agree. I don't think there's any argument for it. And the fact that Francis Ngannou is even on it, and Tom Aspinall as well, is just
he's an interim, so is there?
I know, but how many fights has he had in the UFC? 3?
Aspinall?
Yeah.
No, he had a
more. Don't think so. 4 maximum.
Well, he's ran through division, it was really funny to see that his total time is probably less than a minute. That's how fast he's ended up his fights.
I watched
in the UFC. His total time is about a minute. No,
he went to he beat somebody in the second round. I forgot his name.
Curtis Blazewell.
No. He beat Curtis in the first 30 seconds or something. But I was watching his fights last night because I think that him and Jones might fight, which would be the fight of the decade.
Clash of the Titan and an uprising.
No, absolutely.
Star.
So I think ESPN, we just want to say, you've done a really shitty job of doing the pound for pound listing of MMA fighters. Let's see what 2025 holds. But what do you think of it?
I'm not sure what to think. The first 3 probably would roll it up, shift them.
Okay.
Other way around, and then some people you just why?
Yeah.
Surely there's in the bare knuckle, there's a champ that would maybe deserve to be there.
Yeah, but he's not. This is MMA, so you can't put a bare knuckle champ in there, darling.
Right. So mixed martial arts, but there's other organisations. So from other
I know, but that you have Cage Warriors, Cage Rage. Those are all the organisations people fight in to get to the UFC, the PFL wouldn't even be mentioned if Francis Ngannou was there. And if I remember correctly, Francis Ngannou, his last fight was against this big Renan guy. I can't remember his name.
Was it not the boxing last that he did?
No, his last fight was an MMA fight, and he tore through the guy in 30 seconds. But before that, he boxed AJ, and then before that was Tyson Fury. He thought he was a boxer against Tyson Fury, and then AJ went in and schooled him on what boxing actually is. So, by the way, he, just for fun, a fun fact, Francis Ngannou claimed that he was poisoned when he was fighting AJ. He said that somebody put something in the water before the fight, not before the fight, just as he was getting in the ring, they gave him something in the water that poisoned him, and then when during the fight they were still giving him the same thing, and that he was poisoned, and that's the only reason he lost. Yeah, sore loser, mate. So anyway, I think ESPN, terrible pound for pound rankings.
Ilya also is running up. He's got like an impressive record.
I know, but would you not put... I would put, I mean, Alex over Islam, but Jones over Alex. Look at how many times
I don't
Alex
know.
is...
I know he stepped up and stuff, but if just looking at the records, it's like, you know.
Poatan fought 4 times this year.
Well done.
Sorry,
Poatan.
not this year,
Poatan,
last year,
but,
2024. I just think it's crazy, and
I don't know. I think like if you look at pound for pound and stuff, firstly those records are rigged because like Poatan has not lost twice in the UFC. He's lost once to Izzy. So like how many of these fights that they bring up here? So like Islam's 26 is like what's in the UFC.
probably
And
padded.
then just like, you know,
padded record.
drop those bits that are not in the UFC, and then let's have a look again. Because if you look at it like that, then Jon Jones, if his 28 during the 3 decades are all in the UFC, then he is the ultimate pound for pound. And then when you look at it, like, I don't know, you know, because Islam's 26 or Khabib's 30 or whatever. It's
Khabib's
like, it's obviously
20.
not all in the UFC, so let's just strip it off and then have a look. And then we have Ilya Topuria, like scroll down, he's like 16-0, but that 16 is also not all in the UFC, or we've missed like half of the UFC, you know what I mean? So, you know, strip it down, and then when you strip it down to whatever was in the UFC, then you can actually have a look, because like Pantoja, it's a good article. It says he's beat everybody in his division twice. So, you know, just have a look at that then. You know, how many times he has fought in the UFC and keeping his belt. He's still a champ. And then he would jump higher up there.
Because he's not a
know?
big pay-per-view draw. That's simply why he's not up higher, in my personal humble opinion. But anyway, that's the article. That is ESPN's pound for pound rankings. I think it's a load of absolute rubbish, but that's just my personal opinion. So thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one,
where we will give like the whole last year of the UFC events breakdown.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Remember, stick a comment below. I know that a lot of people, if you're watching this, will disagree with me and tell me how wrong I am.
Oh yeah, there's
so,
lots of hot topics there.
Go for it. Comment away. We will answer all comments.
Or
and,
not.
You will. No,
I will not. Most certainly, and please be nice. At least to this soft side of the duo.
Come on. You can say anything to me. I don't delete comments ever, even on my other channels. Take care. See you soon. Say goodbye.
Bye.